Итак, здравствуйте. Сегодня мы с вами посмотрим игру The Shapeshifting Detective. Извиняюсь за мой купанский английский, как уж есть. Вот. Но, к счастью, сама игра с русскими субтитрами. Вот, то есть мы будем понимать, что происходит. Ну, иначе бы я не начал играть. Сразу объясню, что я до этого в нее не играл, в отличие от того, когда проходил The комплекс. То есть для меня это будет просто самое первое прохождение. И судя по тому, что тут есть в заставках, видимо, ролику придется ставить 18+. Ладно, давайте тогда с вами сразу перейдем к делу, не будем тянуть, запустим и посмотрим, что из этого получится. Как уж сыграем, так сыграем. Но я думаю, самое первое прохождение для вас будет интересно, да, как и для меня.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Кто ты?
Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Я понял, мужик. Я все
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Угу.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Вообще-то нет. Давай только сначала опять не будем.
The dead girl.
Ага.
And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Я не уверен.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Более-менее.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
Все, ты меня убедил, да, честно.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
Я серьезный человек, Вайлет. Сколько
Yes,
понадобится?
the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands
Что
dirty,
ты
though.
делаешь вечером?
There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
То есть, я так понимаю, пока без вариантов с ответами, начальник.
Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
Предсказание будущего. Нет, мне сказали не попадаться, давайте я осторожничаю. Я просто ищу свою комнату.
Yeah. It's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Привет. Да, я Сэм, именно Сэм.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Нет, я хочу остановиться в своей комнате и поговорить побыстрее с шефом Дюпоном. Ну, может, кому-то из вас покажется нудным мой подход, но я такой.
That sounds super. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Rain's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbors. Just knock.
Ну,
if
просто
you need me.
почему бы я не ответить, все равно тут будет ясно, где я живу. А уж каким-то
Until the
образом
virus
не
got
хочу.
her, until the sickness spread, the demon could only enjoy that girl trapped in his teeth. Prepare for the moment, the tipping point.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
Я Сэм, я всем так говорю.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Так. Почему ты ролик?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs? To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking
при этом
something.
тебя не
That's why
смущает,
I
что
didn't
я
take it
Сэм, да?
seriously. Because I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Конечно.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Так, наверное, спросить, где мой значок и пистолет будет глуповато, раз у меня типа ограниченные полномочия, никого не трогать, ничего. Давайте узнаем насчет помощи.
Do I have to spell it out?
Ну, я
I'll make
тупой.
your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
Я Сэм.
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Так. Да, давайте вот этот.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Так, где ее?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would
Конечно,
know.
ни слова, я же Сэм. Давайте про Виолетту.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? Look, if it's about the pills, I already know. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
А я уже занимаюсь. Ага. То есть получается, как бы удаляя вот некоторые варианты вопросов, я меняю ветку диалога, как бы избавляясь, да, видимо, от какого-то сомнения, желания спросить. Давайте узнаем тогда. Ну, Броуна я, наверное, займусь сам. Да. О тарологах.
They're as thick as thieves, covering for each other. Well, except the male one. You'll see what I mean.
У них есть мужчина. Ну и вы. Так, насчет
Obviously.
главной подозреваемой.
Anyone who walks in, predicts a murder, then that murder happens? Suspicious.
Так, что вы знаете, я уже спрашивал. Так, а сюда вот что-то жмется? Нет. Ладно. Тогда уходим.
Always.
У
He was
начальника
a
мы
football
были.
player.
Естественно,
Big, loud, and sure. Good. He wouldn't take long. The demon knew it, and he didn't. The demons are already there. They just need ears to listen. It wasn't hard to make the boy listen after the first bell.
Некуда. В
No
комнату,
one would go to
радио.
your funeral. You'd be better off. So would your father and
Так,
sister.
ну давайте
Sam,
посмотрим насчет Броуна,
is it-
раз мы говорили.
I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Как ты предсказал?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Да ладно. Ну, я думаю, она бы сказала. Давайте-ка посмотрим, что будет, если мы... Опа.
You don't believe. That's okay.
Несколько вопросов.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Да, а зачем мне убеждать его?
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Ладно, давайте не будем удалять все подряд. Посмотрим, что будет, если выбрать один из таких вот корзинистых, да, вопросов. Ну или как назвать по-человечески?
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
Ну ладно, зададим, что остается.
In my room, reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Да, что значит?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
Я обязательно спрошу, будь уверена. Как можно избежать такого вопроса?
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Ну, я пока пойду. Но весьма вероятно, я еще загляну к тебе, да.
With her dream. And she said that I was a caterpillar, slowly nibbling on a pair of purple curtains in my bedroom. The sun goes down, and I feel my skin shedding.
Пойдем к Лексе.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in,
Привет.
make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Похоже, меня были рады видеть. А вот сейчас как-то не очень, да? Видимо, вопрос... Ну, давайте начнем с Брони.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Нет, не будем так прямо в лоб.
You know the chief's got it all wrong. Ron could never hurt anyone. But I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent.
Хвали меня.
Really? Because she is completely innocent.
Зачем вообще сюда?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Yeah, it's a tarot thing you won't understand.
Ну куда мне? Я же Сэм, конечно. Что ты делала прошлой
I was
ночью?
in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Да ты врешь.
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Но почему я не удивлен?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Ну, походу, ты знаешь много людей, да?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time.
Ну а да, что, ответить-то сама ты не можешь,
The
да?
Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
У меня одно ощущение, что вы здесь все немножко ненормальные. Хотя, впрочем, я это говорю, будучи Сэмом.
Yeah.
But what else do you need?
Oh yeah, you need to balance. You need the balance.
Do exactly, that's exactly right. So what the title refers to is actually the balance in your life. Now, you were exactly spot on actually about the sharks being something negative, but in this case, the sharks actually refer to the negative people that are in your life. So, what I think from what you said about your dream is that you're trying so hard to keep your life balanced and to avoid the negative people.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Ладно, буду вежлив, я Сэм.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Знаешь, Рейн, ты мне вот вообще не нравишься. А почему? Женский вариант перевода, но, видимо, чисто нюанс при переводе. Итак, Ну, давайте начнем с общего, да.
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Да, но почему на Дороту-то вдруг было какое-то гадание, или как-то у вас вообще все прошло?
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Нет, нет, прямых обвинений не надо. Я, по сути дела, с ним общаюсь первый раз. Так что промолчим вот с
Sam,
этим вариантом.
I don't have a motive for killing Dorota. Full stop. I'd have to be possessed to murder anything. Do you believe in possession, Sam?
Возможно.
Just keep an eye out for anyone acting suspiciously. Although today almost everyone seems to be acting suspiciously.
Кстати, да, вот во всей этой странной атмосфере, странной ситуации, меня вот очень интересует, как они предсказали убийство. Мне кажется, что спрашивая их о той точке, как бы, с которой вот пошло, ну, во всяком случае, в том, что касается вот этих любителей карт Таро, мы можем насобирать какую-то информацию, которая поможет нам выявить нестыковки, допустим, какие-то, или на что-то натолкнуть в будущем. Поэтому я, конечно, предполагаю, что я могу спросить и то, но в первую очередь, вдруг потом как-то не так пойдет разговор, я хочу выбрать вопрос про предсказание убийства.
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
Есть еще и специальное. Групповое чтение, это я так полагаю, что когда они все вместе, в несколько человек, видимо, обращаются к колоде и гадают. Поэтому мне больше интересно, что сказала колода.
You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
Ну, давай все-таки добьем эту тему.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Да, я могу вообще все это...
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Ага, ладно. Что ты делала прошлой ночью? Вот. И ты даже улыбнулся, да, когда это сказал? Ужас.
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
Так, молился он, наверное, чтоб не произошло убийство или чтоб нашли убийцу. Но это не так важно, как узнать, во что ты веришь. Возможно, это мне позволит лучше понять тебя.
I don't believe in anything, but I also believe anything is possible, so it's a conundrum.
Давай я уже пойду, но никуда не уходи, мы еще увидимся.
He's spot on actually about the sharks being something negative, but in this case, the sharks actually refer to the negative
Так,
people
я
that are
скажу
in your
Виолетте,
life.
как я вам и раньше говорил, я
So,
вот
what
пообщался
I
с этими
think
тремя
from
людьми,
what you've said about your
и,
dream is that
возможно, как
you're
раз пойдя к
trying
Виолетте,
so hard
получу
to keep your life
какие-то
balanced
возможности
and
для
to avoid the
разговора.
negative
Ну и
people
вообще
in your
узнаем,
life.
что Виолетта нам
And I
способна.
also think
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Виолетта, да.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Нет, мы не будем сейчас портить возможность разговора. Да, ты знала, да?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Возможно, таблетки тебе нужны.
Yes, a lamb. Young. innocent. Lambs get slaughtered though, don't they?
Так, куда это мы смотрим?
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Какой странный ответ.
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Ну, вообще-то я тоже в этом доме.
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
Тяготеют с чего бы это?
Strings and fly. There was a process to this. The young, susceptible, high-risk groups already have a home for the demon in their heart.
Ну, нет,
Most
как
people
можно-
do
как
anyway.
можно такое выключить?
A hollow home for the whispers to rest, implant,
Ну, я
and
не был у себя
grow
в
the
комнате,
demon.
давайте хотя бы посмотрим, что это. Что это нам даст? Возможно, здесь и смогу как-то перевоплощаться, учитывая название там и начало игры. Ага. Вот, собственно говоря, и выбор. Ну-ка.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Как интересно.
Around her hollowed-out heart, he gave her a moment of peace.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer? Did Violet know?
I'm not sure I go that far, but it's definitely suspicious.
Ну, возможно, да. О, вот. Здесь мы не туманный Сэм, здесь мы Лекси. Только сейчас обратил внимание на значок слева.
They never do. All humans don't want to
Смотрите,
die.
вот по этому
But
разговору
more
можно
than that,
предположить, что
humans don't want to be
они
in
не
pain.
убивали или, возможно,
So
не
she
связаны
succumbed to
прямо
the
впрямую
sickness, or tried at least. Girls almost never get it right on the first try. Her red hair fanned out around her.
Something's weird, isn't it? Everyone seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Что у вас здесь происходит, а?
It'll be over. No longer a burden. No more pain. No more. No more. But of course there was more.
Виолетту
Pills
трогать
don't
не
work
будем.
very well. She'd only gotten sick, was taken.
Идем к себе в комнату.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Так. Давай тебя.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Я, конечно, Сэм, но сейчас я Бронвин. Ага, пойдемте.
Spread. The blood stained the porcelain
вот
and he
эти вот
relished in
кадры
it.
с
The
радио,
pain
этот
let
голос,
go.
конечно,
Finally, and that
да.
fed him too. She was dead.
Так,
The demon had outgrown his host,
тебя
gotten
волнует
too
мое
big
тюремное
for...
заключение?
Bron, something doesn't feel right.
Да ладно.
I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham? Stop it? Birmingham?
О, она произносит так, уже так. Вообще, на самом деле, жаль, что здесь нет варианта как вот промолчать или вот этим вот стиранием, потому что любой из этих вопросов, он, мне кажется, достаточно рискованно звучит. Ну ты уже предчувствуешь, да, как вот выбрав любой вариант, я попадусь, да, вон, улыбаешься там.
Stop
Так,
it?
остановить. Давайте Бирмингем.
The Traveller, Dead Girls, ring any bells?
Traveller?
Так, нет, спрашивать по-тупому я не буду.
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
Ага.
Needed to write one letter. Only needed to walk to the bridge once. Stare over the river's flow with an empty...
интересная, но я пока, наверное, не готов формировать мысли. Так. Давайте. Попробуем уж все, наверное,
Hello,
разбить.
I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Ну, наверное, кроме шефа Дюпона.
Together in the water.
Так,
They
я
didn't make
сейчас
it as easy
Виолетта,
with that
хозяйка
boy. They listened to the psychologist,
гостиницы.
but it...
Давай закончим.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave. Or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think...
Now that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all 3 of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Ну, в принципе, в любом случае, независимо от того, что мы слышали сейчас в диалогах с тобой раньше, как бы такой обычный, достаточно логичный разговор,
Heads of
да?
graves in the field of stones. Unstoppable, relentless waves eroding the people on shore until only the sand...
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you.
Я откажусь от выбора карт Таро. Мне очень интересно, но мне кажется, что если тут вот эта мистическая часть работает, то вытянется что-то, что может иметь непоправимые последствия для какого-то моего раскрытия. Вот, возможности маскироваться, потому что хоть я и выгляжу как Виолетта, но я ж не Виолетта, я Сэм. Да, ну вы поняли.
Okay.
Did you sleep well last night?
Да, хорошо спала.
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Ага.
Rooting around in there. Words were spoken. Fists were raised.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Да, у тебя была приятная ночь.
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No.
Нет, не входи.
Oh, thank God. I'll try not to let it happen again.
Честно говоря, пребывание в гостинице со всеми этими людьми меня немножко пугает. Вот, хоть я и Сэм.
Concrete rises up to embrace me. There are infinite realities,
Так,
he
я
said,
сейчас...
and we always exist in the one we believe is most true. The roof
Получается,
of
мы
the
можем
Dreamtime
поехать
Hotel was
шефу
littered with
бонусные, судя
Tenzin's
по
white
я пока
cigarette
не
butts,
хочу
like scattered
поговорить.
finger
Но,
bones.
наверное, это может
He gave
укрепить
me one.
подозрения. Так, я иду к себе в комнату. Я становлюсь Сэмом. Вот, теперь я самый лучший Сэм.
Nothingness long before the ground.
Да-да-да.
Scent is always the first sense to return.
Итак,
Salt to air.
такси.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Да у вас, походу, не только гостиница, да и городок весь. А, вон что, мы можем перейти к следующей главе, да?
Overambitious.
Well, I can in fact tell you that a tower does in fact symbolize a quest for
Следующая глава.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe. And I realize it's not her that's underwater.
Так, что это за переключение?
I mean, this one sounds quite dark and complex, Alex, so we really thank you for sharing this with us. Now, Poe, do you have any ideas what this might represent?
The closing of the eyes, I mean, that's interesting.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Я пока маленько не понял, что тут у нас случилось с главами. Ну, пусть, ладно, задаст, раз вы так на эти карты все смотрите.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now.
Вот, я говорил, не
I've only had
надо
that reading once before.
Давай-ка посиди тут одна.
So, if I'm honest, Alex, and I hope you're listening to me now, I believe that
Так, давай я
perhaps
немножко
something is
для
weighing heavily
ускорения
on.
его выключу. Вот, оно, конечно, создает шикарную атмосферу, но тут я, пока видели, не понял немножко, что произошло с главами, да, вот мы сейчас просмотрели 2 раза одну заставку, в какой главе на самом деле, может есть, нажму на меню, нет, вы видите настройки клавиш у нас нет, ладно, ага, ну пойдемте по порядку заглянем на всякий случай, хорошо. С тобой нам делать нечего. С тобой нам тоже делать нечего. Виолетта. Так, все-таки такси. Ну, давайте читаемся перед начальством. Следующая глава.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet.
Да, мы уже
That's
поняли.
6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Ага, вот как тут немножко странно все это работало. То есть я каждый раз откатывался то туда, и они все равно давали мне выбор или это возможность пересмотреть. Все понял, потеряли, конечно, с вами часть времени. А к начальнику или в гостиницу мы не пойдем. Я изначально выехал, чтобы проведать Оскара.
Who are you?
К Оскару. Я Сэм. Вот, я Сэм.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
Так, ну давайте вот как долго вы встречались будет выглядеть более таким, как бы зайдем с общих вопросов издалека и потом уже к частностям, когда он разговорится.
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other. No? Why?
Угу. Давайте спровоцируем.
Violet Gallagher? What's it got to do with her? Bitch. Mind you, it's not exactly damning, coming from someone as frigid as her.
Льдышка.
She's all prim and proper with it. Sorry, it's just... Why do people say things like that? You're not supposed to speak ill of the dead.
Видимо, ты что-то пытался с Виолеттой говорить.
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Not hidden. Well,
Давай, колись.
she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys, just She had these, you know, voyeur fantasies.
Конечно, опиши.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet, and then she'd walk in and strip off, start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Конечно, помогает.
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Ну, в принципе, есть несколько вариантов насчет платья. Пока гадать не будем, просто возьмем на заметку.
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Ладно. Надо прийти к тебе как Виолетта. Наша чудесная гостиница. Итак, идем к себе в комнату.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Тогда сделаем от обратного. Вот интересно, это моя способность.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Насчет иссякнуть интересно. Так, пойдем. Конечно же.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Why did you call Dorota slutty?
Oscar, I thought you knew about pictures.
What pictures?
The ones where she's wearing very little. Does this not mean anything to you?
No? Yeah, they were for me.
Then, I'm sorry, it's not my place to judge. Open relationships, semi-open relationships, relations in ships. It all makes me feel very old.
Да нет, что ты. Не переживай. Так, ну давайте тогда не будем вовсю размахиваться способностью, раз там говорят, да, что когда ему иссякнет, меня это тревожит, потому что мы наверняка получим этот момент. Пойдемте по порядку. Лекси. Ага. Может, вы все тусите у Рейна? Так, чисто на пробу пробежаться.
Hi,
кем-нибудь
I'm
другим.
Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Хотя, я думаю, пришла пора прийти как начальнику, вот шефу по лесу, да, он даже кивнул к Виолетте. Ну, давайте сейчас пробежимся как Лекси. Давайте начнем со своих.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about? Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance.
Утешение
forgiveness.
и прощение.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
Согласен, будет подозрительно. Так, ну, чисто так, понятно.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Ты, значит, приходил к Бронвин?
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes.
She said what? Why would she say that? She'd never have said that. Why are you lying to me?
Блин, я так и думал, что...
I'm probably confused.
Да, извини.
It's okay, I asked you to do it. I shouldn't get angry. Maybe you could try it again sometime? I don't know, maybe it's too soon.
Эх, надо было про прощение
I'm
сказать.
sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass.
Waiting to pass? I don't understand. What do you mean, waiting to pass? They haven't even buried her yet. Probably still doing forensics and horrible things to her.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes.
Да
No.
нет, нет, что...
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about
Вот
things.
это ты резвый, а?
No, thanks. Yes, that would be nice.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't.
Будет, я думаю, возможность раскрытия, да, если он придет, потому что настоящая Бронвин не просила же его, он придет, направится к ней. Я не знаю, смогу ли я как-то вот, будучи Бронвин, перехватить его. Но сам приход может что-то разворошить. Нет, не может.
Maybe another time then.
You're not really a...
That's okay. I'm used to the abuse. Hey, maybe we could hang out together after all.
Sure.
That's great. I'll be over soon. Just got a few things to clear up here.
Ага, так это я тут с тобой, получается, согласился, да? Ну, давайте разворошим.
Hi. Hey. Hello.
Я думал, он придет к ней, и начнутся какие-то
Sorry, I'm not
сцены
used to
между
dating so soon.
любителями этими Таро и вот
I'm actually not in the mood anymore.
Оскаром. А оказалось, что он пришел как бы ко мне, что вот это вот, ну, как бы подготовленная сцена уже была, да, для его приема. Давай расслабимся.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, you know, physical.
Get up on the bed.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Shh.
No, wait, please. Can you just get off me, please?
I'm sorry. You're right.
Get off me! Get off! I can't do this. I don't care what the chief wants. I just can't. How can you want to sleep with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes.
Ага, наверное, надо было с ним менее напористо. Вот. Но смотрите, уже есть кое-какая тоже
No.
информация. Ну нет, конечно же.
Yes, you did. You liar, you did.
Так, в любом случае, что-то здесь нечисто, но Оскара мы можем отмести. Угу. Было забавно посмотреть, что выйдет. Так, сейчас я выгляжу как Бронвин, и, возможно, после вот этих разговоров что-то у нас появится.
Bron, I'm so glad you're here.
О,
We need to talk.
да, давай поговорим.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur? You think Violet's a voyeur?
Давайте.
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think?
Ah,
Like she
я думал,
knows
вот
something
есть
she's not
какие-то
letting
факты.
on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
Тебе тоже надо пить.
What have you got
таблетки.
to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Мгм. То есть здесь ты уже, получается, танцевала в нижнем белье.
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
Давай, конечно.
What about our alibi?
Да.
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious.
Вообще это серьезно.
Are you sure it was a good idea?
No, lying makes things worse.
Then why'd you tell me to do it? We could have just told the truth. What will happen if they find out we're lying?
They won't find out. We'll be arrested.
Don't let them arrest me, Bron. You know I couldn't handle it. I'd cry so hard.
Посиди и подумай над тем, как врать правосудию. Так, у нас остается Рейн.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
Будь уверен.
When should we do another reading?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
Так, начинаю ходить по
You can tell
краю.
Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
Я так понимаю, тут немножечко с переводом косяк. Но суть мы поняли, да? Что, во-первых, мы обращались к нему все равно как к мужчине. И Сэм здесь было не обращение, а как раз он говорил о Сэме, то есть о нас. То есть теперь, если мы придем к нему в лице Сэма, мы, наверное, узнаем про Бирмингем. Ну, давайте зайдем к Виолетте.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious.
Does anyone really care that Dorota is dead?
Угу, ладно. Все, я Сэм. Итак, давайте к Рейну.
Sam, what can I do for you? Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Well, that's just awesome, Sam. You won't mind if I check with her first, though, will you? We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
Та самая доска. Ну, не в смысле, что я ее здесь видел, а в смысле, что я понял, о какой доске идет речь.
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards, but considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Ну, давайте вот чисто для полноты картины. Расскажи мне о доске.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here.
О, так.
You don't believe me? Well, ask Lexi or Bron. They've got their own ideas, but my theory is definitely the more plausible.
Хорошо, я поговорю. Так, давайте в начале
Hi
коллекции
Sam,
раздам
back from
доска.
already? Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
4 с чем-то, или ошибаюсь? Ну, неважно.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. Yes, it does. You just don't understand.
Да я вроде с тобой согласился.
No, I think Bronwyn met him though. You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say. I didn't.
Вообще-то солгала.
How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Ну, давайте помягче, помягче. Мы сейчас надавили и вот даем шанс человеку.
Bron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die.
И добьем тебя.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess she must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Конечно.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Итак, поехали.
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
Ну, в принципе, почему нет?
No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort.
Ну, твою мысль я понял. Нет, уберем этот вариант.
I don't actually believe in the spirit world. Well, not as you know it, anyway.
Да, зачем ты соврала об
To
этом?
protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. Rain's a big boy, he can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Так. Ну, если, допустим, говорят, что она делала чтение колоды онлайн, что она прикрыла свою подругу, или как их правильно назвать, коллегу, вот, ну что у той не было алиби. Рейн в приватной беседе, ну, когда мы притворялись кем-то другим, как раз говорил, что вроде как он не убивец, но алиби у него нет. Ну, не знаю, тут у нас получается парень, мы узнали, что вроде как не убийца. Вот, либо Виолетта, либо Рейн, либо эти вдвоем что-то придумали. Ну, ладно, давай-ка добьем информацию.
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy.
Давайте
Everything is
проверим.
energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy, like an electrical current that connects A to B and lights up a bulb.
Хорошо. Привет, привет.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days.
Ага, теперь мы знаем фотографа.
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Так, давай-ка о Заке.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
Да, разговаривать я умею. Так. Я полагаю, что этот Зак мог фотографировать Виолетту.
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4. Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Да, верно. Итак, давайте-ка сделаем следующее.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
I changed your sheets last night.
That's impossible. I was in that room praying the entire time, and those sheets have definitely not been changed, I can assure you.
Ага, ладно.
Are you trying to frame me?
Ладно, ладно, просто там не было блеф, я подумал, что... ладно. Хорошо, сиди, думай о своем поведении. Итак, такси. Я думал, появился фотограф, а фотографа не появилось. Ладно. Хотя, возможно, нам стоило проведать начальника. Идем к себе в комнату. Мы ни разу не превращались в него. Давайте.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Да, Сэм Дюпон. Так, поехали. Конечно же, в начале хозяйка.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me?
Excuse me? Of course not. We just agreed that with the meds I'm on, stuff like this might get out. Remember?
Да, конечно, помню.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief Dupont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once?
Unless I've got a body double walking around, yes. Just the once. We talked in confidence. You'll need to ask him if you want the juicy details.
Так, идем по порядку. И Лекси. А теперь делаем следующее.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Violet?
Да-да.
Sam knows about Mr. Hedges.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
А какие варианты? Ага, вариантов нет. Тогда уходим. Раз уж мы все равно здесь, хорошо. Гостиница. Так, теперь я в комнату. Я Сэм. Я вызываю такси.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Вот, у нас добавился Зак. Мы перешли к следующей главе, да? Вначале начальник.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know.
Хорошо.
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Well, Unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? The Shores. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
Типа вспоминаешь, да?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
Вот ты вырушка.
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Так.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see? Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all. What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. Dorota saw my boudoir set and asked me to take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends, I suppose. She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Friends, yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats.
Хорошо. Так, нет, Оскара мы пока не будем посещать. Посещаем гостиницу. Сейчас идем в свой номер. Сейчас мы становимся вот этим фотографом. Ну а дальше, думаю, вы уже
I'm
поняли.
Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Идем к
Zach!
версии. Да.
What are you doing here?
Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you
Я
doing
пришел
here?
к тебе.
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota. Everyone's talking about
Да, все говорят.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
people like what?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about
Конечно, нет.
Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
Виолетта,
You were there.
ты теперь для меня подозреваемый номер один.
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
А если попробовать наоборот? Так, интересно, а в качестве Зака с остальными что-то вообще будет? Нет? Вот Лекси, например. Ну, видимо, без...
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Ага, ладно. Бронвин. Хорошо. Так, идем к себе в комнату. Становимся, конечно же, Виолеттой.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
Нет, ну понятно, что Виолетта.
That's not what I heard.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else.
Да ты врешь, у
I
тебя
have
глаза
gorgeous
бегут.
women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met. Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Ну, вообще, пока, конечно, все может выстроиться против Виолетты. Так, зачем нам Оскар? Ну, раз здесь в списке ожидаемо пусто. Возвращаемся назад в гостиницу. Вот ты, Рейн, реагировал. Ага, понятно. Ну, чтобы не скакать с разными обликами. Так, идем к себе в комнату. Итак, давайте подумаем, нам лучше быть Сэмом или кем? Оскар.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Можешь. Возможно, я трачу свое и ваше время. возможно, но... Проведаем Зака. Ага, ладно. Я просто думал, возможно, можно устроить какую-то сцену ревности или что. Хорошо. Хорошо, в принципе, это тоже информация, что между ними тут пока связи нет. Так, я пока Оскар, ну, Виолетта. Угу. Ну, подозреваю, что с остальными также. Ладно, это не важно. Идем к себе в комнату. Так. А вот то, что портретов стало меньше,
Hello,
это
I'm Rain.
сюжетно, хотя вряд ли. Это уменьшается моя способность.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Eh?
Okay.
Ладно.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
А так вот? Ага, ладно. В гостинице. Так, ну раз с обликами что-то так меняется, давайте тогда использовать их.
You have a lovely guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We are literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your...
Ну нет, про родителей не будем. А, хотя, возможно,
They
этот вопрос
believed
смог
in tough love.
подсказать, ладно.
I'd get the belt. The littlest thing. Still, toughened me up.
Any siblings?
No. I'm an only child. I always remember being dressed as a boy once for Auntie Margaret's wedding. I was to be page boy because flower girl had already been taken. My parents preferred me that way. It was only when I cried they said they were joking. They always wanted a son.
Алекси? Угу. Давайте станем Сэмом. Все-таки тревожит, да, что их немножко меньше? Рейн? Ничего не хочешь сказать?
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to. I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he... Oh no. He did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl. Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travellers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Хорошо.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Обидно. Так, Lexi онлайн. Lexi онлайн.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just get me to 8, okay?
Do we really have to?
Да, действительно стоит.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him. But he doesn't look at me in the same way he looks at his photographs. I can see it. He hungers for a younger, filthier version of me. Can't be someone else.
Должно быть обидно, да.
Yes, he likes showing them to me. It's obviously not something I want to talk about.
Да почему?
They're
Давай
his sex
продолжим.
slaves. I'd like to think that. I know who Zach does it for.
А что это? Вот блин.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Угу. Ну, на парня я тоже не думаю.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
The Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Если будут убирать одинаковых, то типа берут Виолетту.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552.
Вот это да.
I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder.
Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
You must be Sam.
Да, я Сэм.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
А Зака знаешь?
Not very well.
Знаешь.
He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing. Yes, we were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks.
Так какими вы друзьями тогда были?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
Да, дальше.
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right?
Конечно, только между
We
нами.
fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam.
Ну, блин.
We pledged each other multiple times.
Хорошо.
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could
Да
be.
нет, я его не подозреваю как раз.
That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? It was her mom's. She was saving in case she ever got married. No. Sorry.
Это был стандартный вопрос.
I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine.
Я думаю, твою.
Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
Нет, не буду это спрашивать.
Poe's not a killer, Sam. He's married with kids. He's a lovely guy. Sam, you forgot your phone.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Так, зачем нам Оскар? Ну и правильно. Так, может начальник что-то скажет?
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Хорошо.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Конечно, хочу.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Возможно.
Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
о нем?
I don't really want to.
Скажи, давай.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
Возможно, это путешественник, нет?
It's happened 5 times.
Ого.
Even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others' heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
Да.
Of course! Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Интересный разговор. Так, в комнату я хочу зайти, чтобы...
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Нет, появилась возможность, значит, там сюжетно. Не было. Так, а вот какой момент. Я просто волнуюсь за запись, не уверен, что у меня там синхронизирующий файл. Если мы выходим, то с какого момента мы продолжим? Так, я вот сейчас с вами первый раз все это проверяю. То есть получается там, где остановился. Тогда я сейчас записи серию прерву, потому что я хочу убедиться, что с файликом все в порядке, и загрузить его. А немного попозже обязательно продолжу, чтобы выложить вторую часть. И у вас получается, как бы был просмотр без каких-то больших перерывов. На самом деле история закручивается. Я полагаю, что, конечно, больше половины мы прошли, мне так кажется. Но, во всяком случае, тут может быть, наверное, много текстов, в которые интересно вникнуть, и какое-нибудь стремительное там развитие событий, потом еще что-то. Поэтому сделаем так. Да, возможно, будет неравномерное деление на 2 части. Но давайте вот для избежания технических проблем на моем не самом новом компе сделаем именно так. Скажу, первые впечатления у меня такие. Мне было действительно очень интересно в это играть, и я очень хочу продолжить и закончить. Атмосфера создана потрясающе. То радио, я его отключил, чтобы оно нам не мешало каждый раз. Тоже очень придавало своего особенного оттенка. Вот, персонажи интересные, судя по постеру, мы, наверное, уже видели, я сейчас навскидку не помню, возможно, уже всех, или кого-то одного не хватает, не помню, вот. Интересно, полагаю уже, что... Ух ты, с пистолетом, да. Что с появлением, как бы вот, недостающих, сейчас мы как раз войдем в самую интересную фазу. Но мне очень нравится вот механика смены, отказа от какой-то фразы общение с людьми, да. Здорово, здорово. Что ж, давайте пока сейчас с вами временно попрощаемся и продолжим уже потом. Спасибо, спасибо, очень приятно все это делать для вас.